Governor DeSantis and Florida demands that schools ignore federal protections for trans children. Queer News Tonight has previously reported on the changes proposed in June by the Biden administration to modify Title IX protections to protect individuals from discrimination based on gender identity or sexual orientation. Last week, Florida's Education Commissioner, Manny Diaz Jr., sent a memo to school administrators that read, quote, "The purpose of this memorandum is to make you aware that the sub-regulatory guidance documents issued by the USDOE and USDA are not binding law, do not create any new legal obligations, and should not be treated as governing law. Specifically, for example, nothing in these guidance documents requires you to give biological males who identify as females access to female bathrooms, locker rooms, or dorms, to assign biological males who identify as female to female rooms on field trips, or to allow biological males who identify as female to compete on female sports teams. To the extent that you do any of these things, you jeopardize the safety and well-being of Florida students and risk violating Florida law," end quote. Wow.
This is really heinous. I think that actually what the Commissioner, Manny Diaz, is doing is jeopardizing the safety of students more than anything. So again, more hypocrisy from the party, and really sad state of affairs here in Florida.
Orlando, I apologize. I just want to get a quick in terms of the legality. How does the state violate the EO from the president and federal guidance? How are they able to just go, okay, well, it doesn't apply to us?
Well, the issue that was, the statement that was issued by the federal government was not law. It was a direction of being able to provide like a supporting statement to the community. Meanwhile, we have the Don't Say Gay bill and other bills that are passing at the state of Florida, and they are law, and they're using that to be able to really pull educators away from being able to be supportive.
In clarity, did you just say that Florida can do this? The Secretary of Education of Florida can do this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're using the law to be able to position themselves in this way. Now, I think any kind of a lawsuit would be able to challenge the constitutionality of it.
Okay.
Wow. And when does school start here? Like in the next couple of days, right?
Couple weeks, yeah.
In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
My God, they are literally killing our children. I mean, just think about it. The amount of children right now that will be going to school, not being able to be their authentic selves, plus having teachers that won't even be able to give them a safe space to even be. The Trevor Report has told us for years about suicide going up, all right? This year, it's going to be even more so. And right now, Mr. Diaz should start, digging up some graves, because that's what he's doing.
This is a continuation of something that's been going on for a while. We're essentially building a country or two countries within one country. It's sort of Civil War-esque. And they say that, we don't want you to impose a sexual ideology. They already are imposing a sexual ideology. It's just theirs. It's heterosexualism. And the thing is, you look back, this has been going on for a while. I mean, Democrats sort of did it, like in California when we created sanctuary cities, saying we're going to ignore things on immigration. And Texas, they are able to freeze their citizens in winter because their whole electric grid can shut down, and they are not connected at all to the rest of the country, letting them do whatever they want. This is just a disturbing line in the sand that is getting drawn, and it could get very, very ugly, especially for our kids.
It should get ugly, though, right? The opposing side continues to play the game, and they're doing it the right way, and they're winning every time. I don't want to play dirty, but it's coming to a point where I think we should, because we are not doing enough, and Republicans in the opposing side continue to beat us in every way.
And remember, DeSantis is itching for a fight. He doesn't lose on this issue. I mean, if the courts back up the Biden administration, then he's got more of a legitimate reason to run for president. This is literally a 100% win for him.
We're going to watch this story, obviously, closely. Let's now talk about something. Did anything big happen Friday night?
Yes.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.